Thanks for tuning to Acquired Taste Media. Make sure you click the link in the bio, like, subscribe, you know what to do. Really appreciate the love. Thanks for joining us again, man. Another episode. You know who I am. I'm going to be your host, SOB Cash Cow. And you know you're here with some chefs because we always cooking up. And one of the professional podcasters, one of the master chefs in the building. My man here, a.k.a. the Mixed God.
Mixed God, official king. You know my slogan, if you don't run it back a couple.
Run it back a couple. So today, you know, our young ladies aren't here, but you know they're sick. I know one of them is sick, and the other one got their kids, stuff like that. So you know, let them do their thing. They gotta do their thing sometimes. But we gonna hold it down. We gonna hold it down when they not here. You know what I'm saying? So today, first things first, man. We gonna run down what the topics are. So we gonna talk a little bit about Joe Budden's run in at the spot. We gonna talk about Act and Saucy Santana going back and forth. And then we're going to finish it off with old boy and his wife and the Onlyfans. So let's go ahead and get into the first topic, man. So Joe Budden, and who did he run into? He didn't even run into Caesar.
No,
it wasn't Caesar.
It was Caesar's brother.
Does he look like the Penguin?
Now look.
The Penguin had a brother? The Penguin didn't have a brother.
I don't think the Penguin had a brother.
Okay, nah. So
but check this. So boom, right? So Joe out with is one of the females. She was one of the females that been up on the podcast a couple times at Spot. I forget which one it was.
Big Mo, I think he said her name.
Yeah, I think so.
Big Mo.
So he was out with her, and I guess Caesar's brother was in the area, or he was going to the same restaurant or something like that. Saw Joe, started barking some dumb shit at him, talking about some, hey Joe, it's Joe Budden's pizza, talking some stupid shit like that.
I was wondering what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, because Joe called Caesar, well, when Joe was cracking on Caesar on the podcast, he kept saying pizza, like Little Caesar.
Like Little Caesar.
Yeah. So he kept saying
Caesar is fat, isn't it? Little Caesar is a little fat.
He a little fat nigga with like legs about yay big. Yeah. Pizza. Yeah. I don't want no smoke, Caesar, leave me alone. But no, so he was going in and he was barking the shit at him, and Joe was like, hey, you gonna make me do something? And he walked in. So then when Joe was coming out, it was basically the same shit. He was screaming the dumb shit at him.
Again? There was more shit?
He literally waited until he came out to yell more dumb shit at him.
Well, I didn't see that next one. I only seen the one where he walked back in the building. So it was one where he actually walked out.
There's one where he was coming out.
Wow.
And he was still barking at him. So I don't understand what he was trying to achieve though.
Me either.
Like I don't get it. So you gonna go chat a nigga up? Like what the fuck that do?
We got some weirdos out here in this world, man. And the older I get, the more I see weirdos. That's why I be trying to stay out the way, man. There's some weirdos out here.
That's some whole ass vibes to me. Like you gonna wait till you go in the restaurant. Then you waited for him to come out and just still kept talking. Like you really want to smoke. There wouldn't have been no talking about it.
Oh yeah. But they don't really want no smoke. What they want, if anything, they would want, Joe to smack them up. That way they can.
So that way they can catch a little check. Yeah,
exactly. So
I mean, they gonna need it for them lawyer fees.
Right. That's all they be doing is trying to provoke an individual, and it's just like, come on, man, how old are we? You know what I mean?
Shit
like, you can't put batteries in my back anymore, bro. I was back in back when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
And then Caesar gonna retweet the shit.
Oh man, I don't even follow the Penguin.
Like this nigga gonna retweet, repost. I don't know if it was Instagram, Twitter, one of them shits. He gonna put the shit back up, talk about something. Oh, I guess he's not a Lucian, some shit. I don't fucking know.
Oh, man, where's Batman?
I guess he's not a fan of him. I'm like, hey, get the Dark Knight out here.
Right,
get the fucking Dark Knight out here. Get this guy off the fucking streets.
Where's Batman?
It's time.
When you need him, man.
Send him to fucking Arkham. It's over. That nigga is tweaking.
Caesar though, I've been seeing a little shit. I see that he denounced Envy though. Did you see that?
He was saying that NBA had nothing to do with it.
Like NBA had nothing to do with it. I don't know why everybody's switching on him, or why everybody treating him like that and stuff like that. Like,
but I guess because how are you that dumb? I think that's why people are having a hard time with it, because you gotta be a dumb fuck to give a man $500,000 and still keep bringing him up to your radio show after you didn't see a return on your $500,000. You gotta be a dumb fuck. And even if he made plays with him before and they worked out, you put $500K in this man's hand and ain't seen shit for that's $500,000, my nigga.
Well, didn't the Penguin have like smoke in his
joint? Yeah, and then he had the joint and you hypnotized niggas.
Right, so
he might have hypnotized that nigga.
Like, yeah, look into my umbrella.
Damn, that's fucked up, Penguin. You did that man foul. That's fucked up.
Or he hit him with the gas.
Hit him with the gas.
Made him do whatever.
God damn, that's fucked up, Penguin. You should have did that.
Yeah.
Now everybody looking at him crazy. Because I really don't understand how you could not know. And you right next to this nigga. How you don't know?
All I'm saying is,
if you were scamming niggas, I would know about it.
Right, of course. Well,
like, how he ain't know? How did he not know?
Because them niggas weren't friends like that. I think it was just, like you say, I think Envy got hustled, okay, period. And I think Caesar feels bad that he hustled Envy. And that's why he's like, yo, Envy didn't do shit. Pretty much, I hustled that nigga too.
I think he probably got pressed to say that. I think one of Envy, because Envy, he got stain out there. Somebody probably was like, hey, yo, you don't get that stain off his jacket right now? And he was like, all right.
That's a possibility.
Because
I never thought about it like that.
He ain't going to fight. You see the nigga?
Yeah, I never thought, just looking at his complexion, I wouldn't think that he had any type of pull in the streets, but he might have some amongst the white.
Just because of his name, for real.
Yeah.
Just like that's really all it is. It ain't like he was out there putting in work.
Right.
It's just because of his name. It's because of who he is.
Because he's Envy. He has a couple dollars and he likes cars. And
right.
People like cars.
And people want to go to the car show for free. Niggas want to drop on the radio. You know how that shit goes, man.
That's crazy.
That nigga ain't got no real stain. He got fucking Hot 97 stain. That's what he got. Fucking Power 1051 stain.
Well, hey. Joe, he talked about it on his podcast.
Yeah.
So he did say something about it. I didn't get to see the whole. Did you see the whole thing?
I didn't see the whole thing.
I didn't see the whole thing either, but I did see some of it, and I mean, pretty much it's just like we said. Like, come on, man. Like,
bro, come on.
Like, bro, what am I gonna do? And then, like he said, nigga, I'm in the game, so I know how to move in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So even I heard him talking about where he was at. It's a little low key spot. I think he said it was like on a Wednesday. That bitch was empty. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, you really, you know what I'm saying? You was really reaching for something today.
Right, because this man really went out of his way to not be seen.
Right. Yeah, you was really reaching.
So you was really reaching, bro.
And didn't get anything.
And didn't get nothing.
Nothing.
You just look goofy.
Like I said, I've never seen the Penguin's brother, but
I never seen the Penguin's brother until that day.
I didn't know he had a sidekick.
He got a whole sidekick, bro. I wonder if he got umbrellas too.
Little umbrellas.
Like the ones that go to checks and shit.
The little umbrella. He used the little umbrella. He got the big umbrella.
He got the tiki umbrellas.
Right, you got the little umbrella, baby umbrellas.
Yo, so what I'm trying to still understand is like, Envy still just moving around like ain't shit happen.
From what I heard though, I heard that his wife did some shit like. People are from what I've seen, they're saying that Envy wife is the real breadwinner for real. Nigga just don't.
Really?
Yeah. They say like she got family money. She got generational wealth.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So they're saying that may be the reason why Envy would have did something like this, because
to try to keep up with her.
So from what I heard though, like either she might have took some posts down or something. Or
she was scrubbing shit off of Instagram.
Yeah, like
every gift, anything that had to do with him spending or giving her money, gone.
But you know what? That's not a bad thing. That's smart, even though
that kind of make you look a certain way though.
It do, but it don't, because it's like I'm doing it because I don't want. It's not even about. Of course, that we're being investigated, of course it makes me look guilty.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, I think that she did it more so for people, for other people, not really for the fans, because she already knows it's there. You know what I'm saying? If it was up there,
for other people,
there.
For what though?
So they can't count. So they can't be. So they can't be saying little shit. Like, don't nobody want to hear all that bullshit.
Why that matter though? Fuck them niggas. Like, what?
I mean, for a woman it may be different than for a man. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm talking about, at one point in time you could say all this, the same post that she started scrubbing. At one point in time, everybody was probably like, "Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cute. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa." And then next morning it was like, "Bitch, you got right. You got that. You got that shit with my money, bitch. I bought you that, bitch. Get that shit out. Fuck, I want my shit."
Suing for all that.
Right. Right. Like, oh, wait, hold on, let me. Y'all tripping. Right. Like, let me get this shit up out of here.
I can see that being the case. I can see
like,
that.
y'all wilding now all of a sudden. Like,
right.
Just all of a sudden, like, at first everything was cool. Now all of a sudden this thing got a charge. Like, oh, you thief.
That's crazy.
Y'all stole my money and bought a purse.
Why she couldn't just say it was her money? She got money.
Cause see, once again, nobody know that, and I guess maybe they were trying to keep that on the low. I don't know, cause I didn't know who his wife was. You know, I know they had put out the book, and he cheated on her at one point in time. Things of that nature.
Like what?
And they got
there was some wild, weird shit in that book, wasn't it? I remember it being some wild shit in that book that they was talking about. Like
I never read it, bro. I always felt like, you know,
I like some weird shit. Like he couldn't get his dick hard or some shit like that.
Oh wow. I don't know.
It was some weird.
Pause.
I can't remember exactly what the weird. Pause all that. I can't remember what the weird shit was, but it was some weird, wild, like these motherfuckers is weirdos type shit in that book. I cannot remember exactly what it was. Don't quote me on his shit being broke. I don't know, but they were saying some wild shit in that book.
I think I do remember.
Yeah, because they were saying a lot of shit about
the empty.
Yeah, and then they was making fun of Envy about the shit, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was either, but I do remember it being something in that. Yeah,
word, because they was on Envy head about that shit.
Yeah,
but I don't really keep up.
But yeah, but you know they got it together and stuff. And like I said, I never really even knew because did they have a show?
They had like I think they were on a reality show. I think I don't know if it was Love and Hip Hop or one of them type shits like that, but they was on one of them.
Okay.
Because that's what matter of fact that was the rollout for the book. I think they did that, and then like I think maybe a month or two after that, the book
dropped
came.
the box. Okay, dropped the book.
Yeah,
dropped the box.
The box. Yeah,
the box. Book.
Yeah, but them motherfuckers weird, man. Now this motherfucking sidekick running around threatening people. Fake threatening people. He ain't even really threatening nobody. You just yelling a bunch of stupid shit.
Just reaching
for nothing.
Well, hopefully, I haven't heard too much about Envy since they raided the iHeart station. So
that was the other thing. Like, y'all had the feds running y'all shit. What's gonna happen now? I don't get it. What's gonna happen now? Ain't nothing happening to Envy. He's still on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, because they didn't find shit on them hard drives and shit. You know, it was just part of the investigation, more than likely. But as long as they didn't find nothing on there, because that's what they was looking for, nigga. In my opinion, they're looking for a paper trail for Envy. And I don't think either they found one already and they just piecing this shit together. So you know about to arrest the nigga, or they haven't found one, and he really got ganked like everybody else did.
If I'm Envy,
the nigga out 500,000, nigga.
Bro, if I'm Envy,
but I'm just saying,
I'm
out
never
500,000, nigga.
None of this scam shit through nothing associated with iHeartRadio. You can't send me a fucking email on my iHeartRadio account about this shit. Don't talk to me about this shit on none of these systems.
But but in my opinion, but see, like he said, and see, you know, because you never know what a person's gonna do, and there's a lot of people out there who I feel like have maybe start off with good intentions, you know what I mean? And then shit get to going, and the next thing you know, they get to doing things that they shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? But the intention is there, and I'm not gonna say that's with everybody. It seems as though, and I'm just keeping it a buck. It seems as though when it comes to us and things of that nature, we're very quick to, you know, throw each other under the bus and say somebody did something wrong, instead of, you know, if they did do it, keeping it low and being like, all right, look, the nigga did the shit, we ain't fucking with the nigga no more, period, point blank. Or the nigga did the shit, let's get this shit resolved. Keep it on the low though. We don't have to tell everybody what the fuck is going on. We don't have to tell everybody that, you know, the nigga stole something from you, or the nigga did this, or the nigga did that. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to, that's on you. Then you have to get, you know, you're gonna get criticized on both sides. You're gonna get criticized for being a dummy, for getting your fucking money stole. Then you're gonna get criticized as well for not wanting to get your fucking money back. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, it's up to you on, you know, what information you put out there for people to criticize. But in my opinion, you know, they could have kept the shit low, and it wouldn't have been.
How do you keep it low though when you've been going on the radio promoting this shit? Like,
well,
how do you keep that?
Well, what I was trying to get to was,
or you mean the resolution should have been kept low?
Yeah, the resolution, but no. What I was really trying to get to was, these people come on these shows and they may be scamming from the jump. They may know in their head that I'm about to take all these niggas' money, but that's not how they're moving, and that's not what they're portraying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't. So because he comes on my show, if we bring somebody on the show and they're promoting their real estate business, and you know, they've been doing real estate, we don't have to invest in them, and we can literally put up a disclaimer saying that we're not giving, you know, financial advice. You know, just because this person's on here doesn't mean we're investing with him. It's just him promoting his real estate business, right? So then he promoted, hey, come fuck with me. I sell real estate, whoop-de-whoop. Then people go fuck with him. You know what I mean? Now, once again, I'm saying that we're not standing next to the nigga like, yeah,
exactly.
It's me and Waller.
Come make money with us. We not saying that.
No,
you're saying,
hey,
if this nigga right here, we are not financial advisors. This nigga right here got a little play. I don't know, and I murder don't know how this play is gonna work out. I'm pretty sure this nigga might scam y'all. Don't come over here if the shit don't work. I'm letting y'all know right now that if anybody comes sit on this couch to give y'all any type of advice, I did my due diligence. Al did his due diligence. We saw nothing wrong. That's the only way they're coming up here on this couch. Also, in that, we are not financial advisors. Don't take no advice from nobody on this show. We're gonna look at me. If they come on this show, if I tell you to go buy something, if I'll tell you to go buy something, if somebody comes on this show and tells you to go buy something, and you do it, that's on you. Don't come over here. I'm letting you know right now, for me, okay? I'm not speaking for Al, I'm not speaking for nobody else that will come up here. If I tell you to do something, don't do it. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Let me get that bottle.
I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. I don't. I'm not a financial advisor. If I tell you, hey, go buy this house and flip it, don't do that shit. Or if you're going to do it, do your due diligence first. Don't rely on my due diligence.
That too. That is
Don't
well.
rely on mine. Do your own.
That is well.
Because if you fuck up, you're not coming over here and hitting my pockets. Don't do it. If I tell you to do it, don't do it. Go research and then do it. Don't do it based off of what I say.
Own research, and I think that's another thing that people drop the ball not doing their own research. But once again, not victim shaming or nothing that it shouldn't have been done. If it was, they scamming whatever, And like I say, listening to both sides of it, even listening to Caesar's side of it, and how he was like, yo, last year, I had like 2 lawsuits about some bullshit. He's like, now I got 20 lawsuits. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, so do I think he took money from 20 people? No. I don't think he took money from 20 people. I don't.
I do.
I think people are jumping on the bandwagon because they see an easy lick. They see an easy play.
About that. So, 2 things real quick. So, number 1, I agree with you. Because I know that there are people who have benefited from what he's doing.
Right.
And they probably see a quick lick and it's like, oh, maybe I can run his pockets with it. So I do agree with you on that. But where I'm kind of disagreeing, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just keep it plain. Fuck that. Listen, Caesar, you're fucking stupid for thinking you wasn't gonna get caught. Envy, you're fucking stupid for bringing that dude up on your platform. And all of y'all who kept giving this man money, yo, he was telling y'all, hey, this didn't sell. Let's roll that over into that. Oh, that didn't sell. Let's roll that over into that. And y'all kept giving him money. Listen, I'm not victim shaming.
Aren't you though?
Dumb, yo. That's so dumb. Why did you keep giving him money? After the first play didn't go, I'm not giving you nothing else. I need my bread back. What the fuck? Why'd you keep giving it to him? Why did you do it?
And see, and in my opinion, there in itself is the discrepancy of the whole scamming thing. When does it become a scam? After the first rollover?
After the first rollover is a scam. That ass. When you tell me, hey, give me 30K, and I'm gonna give you a 30% return in 3 to 5 months, and the month 5 hits, and I'm hitting you, and you're not answering me, and then when you finally answer me, you like, hey, that ain't so, but you can roll over into this. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to roll over into nothing. So then you send me a check, and the bitch bounce, nigga, I'm getting scammed. This shit not rocket science. The fuck are we talking about? Oh no, let me give you another 60K real quick. Like, you fucking idiot.
We're not victim shaming.
You fucking idiot, bro.
And not at all. Just saying some things are funny.
Listen, I'm saying
some stuff is funny.
I'm saying what reality is. Why did you do it?
Some things are funny.
Why the fuck did you do it? You making me think a lot. You making me think maybe this man ain't do shit and you just done.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, bro. So, with that being said, Saucy Santana and DJ Academics.
God damn.
This is I stand with Academics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We stand with Academics.
Stand with
Keep doing your thing, man. Did you see?
Act, you got some hen right now? Hey, Act, grab me some hen. Hold on. I'm about to drink with you. Hold up. Hold up,
man. No, he only drink hen.
I know you only drink hen. I got some Bel Air right here because you know.
Bel Air.
Hey, we with you, Act.
We rocking with Act.
Pull up. That shit wild, bro. What's up with you?
Did you see the interview that supposedly started it?
Nah, which one? The
DJ Vlad interview.
Oh, the Vlad interview. Yeah, I caught some of it. I ain't watched the whole thing. I caught some of it.
Gay. She also used a term that apparently is a Florida term for it's like the F word, right? It's PON. I don't want to spell the whole thing, and because I seen her type it to me, and I was like, "What is that?" And they're like, "Oh, that's a derogative term for gay people." So I thought to myself, how could you have disdain or even be using those terms towards those type of people if you love who your best friend happens to be? But then it goes into a lot of deeper issues there. It's a lot of coping. I think these people are genuinely unhappy, honestly. And when I'm talking about these people, I'm talking about like Carisha and them and Saucy Santana. Because if I am A, I would never use a term to describe A to disrespect you unless I thought that term that described A, which I am, is some negative shit. So again, once I seen that, I was just like, you know what, man, God bless those people.
Man, I don't even know personally what he did to even make Saucy Santana. Oh, I think I do know what he said to make her, or to make
her, him, it, that, whatever the fuck it is.
Right. To make Saucy upset. I think it's because in the interview he said, and he made sense. He says, "How are you calling me something that is supposed to be degrading or disrespectful, demeaning, when your best friend is that?"
Right.
Isn't that like, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that like a conflict of interest? Like, because you're saying it to me like it's a bad thing, but this is your best friend. Mm-hmm. Is he a bad thing? Mm-hmm. Because that's what you just called me your best friend. So
right.
Why are you calling me something that you condone, but you're using it you're weaponizing it and using it in a negative way? When you could have said anything else like, "Oh, you're a fatty," or you know, "You got a big ass head," or you know, "You got fucked up teeth," whatever. Right. But you chose to talk about my sexuality. You know what I'm saying? But once again, your best friend is that. Right. So you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like saying like you're saying that it's negative, but that's your best friend. Right. But your best friend is cool though. But anybody else is negative. Right. So I think that's why she came in. I don't know for sure because honestly, nigga, the interview he didn't say nothing disrespectful about it. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, "Yo, you know, that's her," because I guess. It started because Carisha is his best friend or her best friend, right? And he was talking about Carisha because then her shit sell like 0 copies. I don't know, but it came off of Carisha. That's really
4K.
Yeah, that's really where.
That's fucking great.
That's really where the talking came from. Yeah. But he never, in my opinion, on the Vlad interview, he never said anything disrespectful or anything that should have been so hurtful to make her, you know, react the way that she chose to react. You know what I mean?
See, and all that, like, what about your best friend shit? Like, that don't fly with me for real. Because it's like, I got white boys that I'm cool as shit with. Like, that's my motherfucking niggas. That's my homies. And then I still fucking, like, let one of y'all white motherfuckers say something crazy. I'm like, "Hey, get your..." I ain't gonna say it right here. But y'all know what I would say. But
it's the same.
I feel like it's the same thing. Like it's some people that their relationship with you transcends whatever it is that they're doing, and then there's some people that you don't have that relationship with. So it's like, yo, you kind of look at them in a different light than you would somebody that's close to you. Like, and that goes for any relationship.
Okay, so that's all right. So that's how Carisha looks at things, then, pretty much. That's why she's that's why she said it. Right. All right. So okay, you know what? That's a great fucking perspective. I didn't look at it like that. I I mean, I didn't really look at it. I just listened to what he said.
Right,
It was like, yo, he got a point. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
a point.
I'm not trying to discredit his point, but like, you got to be able to look at it, shit from different perspectives.
Right?
Like,
No, I get it.
He can't expect to get the same treatment as the best friend. Like, I don't even know you. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you even?
Say whether the best friend is straight or, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, like
way,
that's it.
Even if I call you gay, that's
right.
So what? I love this motherfucker over here.
I'm like, hey, and you don't even know how I be talking to this nigga. I might talk to this nigga crazy. He might talk to me crazy. I'll talk to my best friend crazy as shit. She a chick, but she like chicks. But I be talking to her wild as shit. I be like, get your muff diving ass out of here. Get the fuck out of my face. Like, we talk to each other crazy. So you can't assume because you ain't there for the relationship. You don't know how to talk to him.
Well, I think that, all right, so the part where, this is where, in my opinion, it definitely got a little out of control.
Yeah, this shit went left.
Yeah, when she said, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat you up and fuck you. I'm gonna knock you out and fuck you in the ass.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Really crazy to
say. If fucking goddamn one of these famous niggas said some shit like that, somebody like a motherfucking, if the baby said that shit, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna fuck you, it'd have been an uproar. Saucy Santana said it's all good. And I ain't really seeing no heat off that shit.
No, definitely not. People are coming at academics, which I'm like, yo, this is crazy. But most of the people coming at academics are of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, but shout out to Vlad. Vlad did come to academics' defense. Did you see what he said?
No, he said.
Let me get it. I think I saved it. But Vlad came to his defense and he was just basically like, he was, and pretty much he was just basically like, motherfuckers pick and choose, man.
Nah, facts.
Everybody want to pick and choose when to be outraged and when to be upset. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody do some shit that's really hurtful, some shit that really should be done, y'all motherfuckers ain't got shit to say. Y'all motherfuckers want to be quiet and shit.
That nigga out of pocket. I don't know how the fuck. Like, if anybody else would have said that shit, it'd have been over for him.
Anybody.
Now he say that shit and he getting bigged up. Like, what the fuck? You know what the fuck out my face?
Damn. What is it? It's probably on.
And y'all motherfuckers don't want equality neither. Y'all want preferential treatment.
Oh, he said something about that too.
Y'all motherfuckers just want preferential treatment. Y'all want equality.
Equality.
Because when we gave y'all equality, and then y'all took it to the next level. Now I have to believe what you said, regardless of whether I believe it or not. But we ain't gonna talk about that today. We'll say that for another pod.
For another pit eye.
Cause I fucking cook. I cook shit out of y'all niggas. Fuck out of here.
Alright, so let's see. I think I found it. I'm trying to find the post. Post where he voted. Did this nigga type it out?
And this nigga Vlad the police. I ain't forget it. Police said his name. It's like, nah, you ain't the police. But you be snitching up. You don't be snitching, they be snitching on themselves on your shit. You be setting them up for the snitch.
Vlad be having some in-depth fucking interviews, nigga.
Vlad be in the weeds with them motherfuckers.
Vlad be
going hard,
the bitches be very in-depth. Okay?
Yeah. In-depth, we'll use that, yeah. We'll use that terminology.
In-depth. Okay? He does his research. All that shit, bro.
You can't, like, you can't. Hey, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. You know who the best interviewer is, though?
Who?
That nigga Narwhal.
Oh, Narwhal.
That nigga crazy. How he be knowing this shit? How does he find it?
I don't know how. I didn't repost it, but I don't know how I didn't have that shit. I thought I saved it. But it was a long post, and he did say something about, women picking and choosing when it comes to equality,
right,
and things of that nature, when to be outraged and stuff like that. And when I first heard him say it, I was like, yo, like, you doing too much now, like, because in my opinion, the only reason you said that is because you're gay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so now you're weaponizing your homosexuality, like, oh, I'm a homosexual, so I can knock people out and fuck them in the ass. Like, nigga, what? Like,
that shit crazy.
But then, like he said too, Nigga, that's rape.
Yeah.
That's rape.
That's rape. You talking about raping somebody.
Right, so we
and y'all just cool with that?
Right, so we're normalizing rape now? Like, he hasn't came out and apologized and said, you know what, my bad, I shouldn't be out here talking about raping people, that's not cool. But they like, yo, you know, Mike Tyson said it before. I'm like, nigga, Mike Tyson's a professional fucking boxer, bro.
And it's
like,
the 80s, 90s
right.
we talking about. Like, what the fuck we talking about, bro?
Bro.
And Mike Tyson ain't got it all.
No, never had it all.
Like, we talking like this is a normal person we're talking about. Like, this is somebody that's just normal in society. And they was talking, oh, well, Mike Tyson, whoa, nigga got punched in his head like 26 times a night. Of course he fucked up. Of course he want to say some wild shit. You can't use that as the barometer for this nigga that ain't never been punched upside the head in his life to be fucking out here talking about raping somebody. That's crazy.
Raping other men.
That is fucking insane. You can't normalize that shit. That's fucked up. If he was talking to a woman and he was straight, y'all have been on his ass. If it was a straight man talking to a woman and he said, I'm gonna knock you out, I'm gonna fuck you, y'all would have been on his ass.
Of course.
That's crazy to me.
Of course.
Man.
You might have been arrested.
You might have been to the pen, bro.
Right, you might have been arrested for
just for conspiracy to commit.
Right, felonious commitment.
All that type shit. But because he said it, I don't know what to call it. Because that said it, it's cool.
It's not cool.
It's not fucking cool. Ain't shit cool about it. That shit is fucked up. That shit, yo, come on, bro.
And that's what, you know, even though, in my opinion, now it's starting to become more, I don't know, because did you see what Whack 100 did with the calling the, he called another homosexual and got him on the phone and was like, yo, if you're trying to run the fade, you can run the fade with my, you know, with this homosexual. You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, they was on,
wait, who said, he said that to who?
Whack 100 was on Academics, latest podcast, I think it's
And he was saying that to Act?
No, this was him on the phone with one of his people. One who is gay.
Okay.
And was like, yo, I'm gonna need you to run the fade with this Saucy.
Oh, so he was saying he was trying to get the gay dude to run the fade with Saucy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought you were saying he was trying to get the gay dude to run the fade with Act. So he was trying to send him to Saucy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, so because you gay and my guy gay,
yeah,
you can fight him instead of trying to fight Academics. You know what I'm saying? That would be more of a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't need to do that. We not gonna be out here threatening and trying to fight homosexuals because that ain't gonna do nothing but what? Make us look bad and, you know, make us look like we're homophobic and we hate homosexuals, so he can't do that. You know what I mean?
So he gonna run the fade?
Old boy said like he willing to run the fade, but
Saucy not willing to run the fade.
Nah, Saucy got online, then she was like, I was gonna leave it alone, and then started.
No, fuck that. No,
shit.
You went way too far to leave it alone. This past leave it alone. It like once shit gets to a certain level, you gotta run me my shit.
Run the fade.
You have to.
You gotta run the fade. So
there's no going back. Once you cross a certain line, you gotta run my shit.
You gotta run the fade.
You have to.
You gotta run
no
the fade.
looking back at it.
Real talk. You gotta run the fade. So if she ain't running the fade, then you know all that shit was bullshit.
You did all that shit for nothing.
You know who the winner is. You don't run the fade with the other
guy. If
you
don't run the fade, Act won that. Act got the dub.
Act got the dub all day.
No matter what.
No matter what.
It don't matter what you say, what you do. If you don't throw hands, Act got the dub.
Act got the dub. So
period.
Shout out to Act with the dub because she ain't running no fade.
She ain't running no fucking
fade. She just talking shit. She was talking that shit is because it was to Act that he was a straight man.
Right.
Now you got another homosexual that want to fight you. Get nigga, where you at?
And you know what?
Where you at?
You know what? I'm real tired of people playing Act like he just like.
Where you at?
Yeah, like I'm tired of people playing like Act is the person to be really fucking with like that anyway. Because like yo, we talking like this ain't like yo, he's like the Post of hip hop news and hip hop coverage and hip hop reaction and all that. Like he's him.
Nigga go
so
hard.
Why the fuck would you go at him?
Go hard.
Like what I don't even understand what the goal was.
Like I said, I don't. The goal definitely for Saucy was clout. Okay, Academics, you know, he was
just defending himself.
He right, pretty much defend himself. But actually, Act really couldn't. If Act wouldn't have said nothing, he still would have been cool. So,
but you know
Act, right, and you know what Act gonna do, because he be going off that Henny. So,
right.
But Act could have really not said nothing, and the shit would have just died. The shit would have just went away.
I feel, man, I don't, see now, that's where like public perception comes in for me. Because I'm not sure that if he didn't say anything, that. But then again, it's Act we talking about.
Act, nigga. That's what I'm about to say, bro. Act didn't. If Act wouldn't have said nothing,
if Act would have. Now look, this is what I would have liked Act. I would have liked to see from Act.
God damn.
This is what I would have liked to see from Act. So, the same way he handled. Fuck is that bitch name? One of them little hoes. And he gave her like I think was it Brittany Renner? Was it? I don't remember which one it was, but he gave her a quick little 10-15 minutes, fried her up real quick, served her up, and then got her out of it. It was real quick, real fast, real easy. I feel like if his response to Saucy was the same, it would have been. I feel like it would have been lighter for him. He wouldn't have had to deal with as much. So now you kind of fed it and you kind of gave it attention.
Right.
So now it's going to kind of steamroll. But on the other side of that, I'm glad he gave it attention because the shit that it was saying is out of fucking pocket. And I don't feel like that should just be something that should be let go.
Oh, no, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. When I say don't say nothing, if he would have never said nothing, then she would have never said that. That wasn't the first thing that she said.
So, so I gotta be unclear because Act, what did Act? So Act just was talking about him being gay?
Bro, I'm telling you, Act didn't say anything for real. Act was just talking about. He was talking about Carisha. For real, he wasn't talking about Saucy. He was talking about Carisha. But he was saying that he don't. First off, he was saying he don't fuck with none of them for real. That that was first off. So that might have made him feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't really fuck with none of them. They all bum bitches type shit. Like he might have called. I don't think he said that, but in so many words he said that because really the nigga was talking like he was trying to not disrespect anybody because it's like he already knew like. All right, this is about to, I'm gonna try to tiptoe around feelings with this shit because Act, he could have just been like, look, fuck them, nigga, woo, 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 but he wasn't. He was being real fucking strategic in the shit he was saying.
He's trying to be tactful.
Right, so that's why I'm like, yo, how the fuck are you mad at this nigga for what he said?
So basically, he's just in his feelings. He's in his feelings for real.
Yes.
So like,
I think Act is really reacting for real because. He didn't really say anything. He like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't say nothing for real. Like, for you to feel the way you feel. But like I said, I think it was like she said something. Like, first he said, he had the interview. Then Saucy came out, she said something. And then he responded to what she said. Mm. And then I think that's when she said something else, and then that's when she said, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass shit. Like, that wasn't the first thing that she came out with. Right. That was like a build up from like, them going back and forth.
And you know what? If I'm a betting man, and I am, I probably know exactly why Act threw the gas on the fire. Content.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Content.
And he knew he could handle it.
Yeah. See, this the thing, like, Act gonna shoot at anybody. Like, he'll shoot at anybody that shoots at him. But there's certain people that he knows he can, like, milk content from. So, like, he'll shoot at somebody, and, like, you probably won't hear nothing about that for, like, a few months. If you ever hear about it again. But the people he know, he could get some content out of. Like, he know he could get a reaction out of to build more content off of. He gonna poke you all day long.
He's smart. He gonna poke you all day long. You know how this podcast shit go. You know how this YouTube shit go. You know how the algorithm go.
Facts.
You feel me? So absolutely. So he probably did poke the bear a little bit. You know what I mean?
Now,
but just didn't see her saying what she said.
Right.
You feel me? Like, whoa, wait a minute now.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if we do eventually. Now I'm saying this. And I'm doubtful, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see an apology at some point from Saucy, but expect for that apology to be met with a barrage of fucking just act fucking heat. Like, he going get your apology the fuck out of here. Like, he gonna be snapping, bro. Yo. He gonna be snapping.
No, I think, I can see that, absolutely.
No, absolutely. Because ain't that what he did with, who he did that with? Somebody tried to apologize. Oh, no. I'm thinking of a different thing. I'm thinking about Kai Cenat and Glorilla. And she tried to, like, double back after she blocked him. And he was like, nah, get that shit the fuck out of here. No. And now she's shooting the act for some reason. I don't know why she's shooting the act. That don't make sense. He ain't the one that dissed you. But anyway.
Content, like you said. Get my name out there.
All type of content. And like the way that these motherfuckers move for content is so crazy to me. Like these motherfuckers will really do anything for a click, man. They will do anything for one
views is the new money, man. I'm telling you, me and Jace went to the ASCAP Expo. Shit, I want to say 2000, fucking 15, 16, something like that. And it was in LA and shit. So it was a 3-day conference. And one of the classes that one of the courses or classes that we went to was about YouTube, right? And the guy was telling us then, like, yo, people are gonna pay with their eyes. Like, they're gonna start paying with views. Like, views are gonna be, how people are gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? And nigga, everything is based off views now.
All that shit.
Views, likes, comments, all that shit. Algorithmic shit. Like, and that's why a lot of times it's just hard to even believe some of the shit you see on there. When you see people like, like sometimes you see shit on there like, just dumb shit. Like even the cheesecake shit, shit like that. You don't know if that's real or fake.
Yo, and it's
what I mean?
They just anything that's controversial or like argumentative or racist or just fucking mad rude, like people just gravitate toward that shit for some reason.
Negativity, bro. Negativity definitely does. Negativity definitely brings.
And then you have, and it's crazy to me because like my YouTube feed is crazy because I watch all type shit. So I'll be scrolling my shit and I'll have a video right here. And it'll be a nigga fucking flexing a $800,000 Ferrari and look what I did to it. And then right next to it, it'll be a woman that says, why can't I find a good man? And then right next to that, it'll be, oh, I just caught this gold digger bitch looking at my $800,000 Ferrari. It's the one in the video over there. I'm like, yo, y'all, what are we doing to each other? What are we doing to ourselves, yo? Like, we brainwashing ourselves. That shit crazy.
That program is ridiculous.
That shit is crazy.
That program is ridiculous.
Shit, wow, bro.
But yeah, shout out to academics, man.
Hey,
doing what you
we
do,
with
man.
you, bro.
We with you, man. Check the post. As soon as he did that, because I was watching the shit, the reaction. That's why I posted that shit. Like, man, hell no. When she said that shit, Ack was like, and his reaction was like, whoa, what the fuck? She just said she gonna wait a minute. Damn. So rape is where we're at now? Like, whoa, hey, wait a minute.
That's what we conducted in 2023.
I was like, hell no. Then they're like, don't start crying now. Cause that was another thing.
That man just said he was gonna rape me. What the fuck are you talking about?
I never seen him cry, but I guess he cried. I guess there was a clip of him crying, like literally, like, I don't know.
Yo, that would be the greatest.
That's what they said.
Of all fucking
I think he cried.
Time.
You didn't hear that?
That shit going.
Cried.
Yeah, nigga ain't crying. Hold on.
I swear to God, they say he cried, man.
No,
man, put in academics crying.
Academics crying.
On live or something. I'm telling you, he was crying. that's what the.
Let me see this.
And then he was crying like.
Oh, he did. Oh shit.
I think he was crying because and I think he started crying because he was like.
Hold on.
Hey, what's up, I'm Makeup, and you gotta check this out. So academics responded to Saucy Santana during a Rumble stream on Wednesday, November 1st, where he began by laughing off the prospect of fighting Santana, who he suggested would grab your balls during the scuffle. He also said there's no victory in being a Babati man, citing his Jamaican upbringing where homosexuality is not only taboo but illegal, although he went on to say that he's had to mentally train himself to shake off those views.
Everything we've talked about,
oh, he crying.
I don't care what rapper got it, ever. But like, really, there's certain shit I really don't fuck with in my life, and I will never do. But like, I gotta sit here act like I know I'm in America. I gotta sit here and just act like I don't fuck with certain shit. I would never like it.
That's crazy. That's crazy, yo. I ain't know my man was in tears.
I wonder how many views that shit got.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm about to tell you right now. Wait a minute.
That's on Rumble, right? That was on Rumble, I think.
That was that was on Rumble. But I'm about to look at the
shit, nigga.
Let me look at the YouTube.
Nigga cried when y'all niggas got all the content.
Hey,
everybody was reposting that shit.
I'm really trying to crack Rumble.
Black man crying. Even Dr. Umar had to chime in on this shit. That was funny. Dumar talking about don't let Saucy Santana get them cheeks or some shit he said.
Oh no, this Hip Hop DX clip only got 43K. So. But no, that's wild, bro. That nigga. And then like everybody want to clown that shit. That's the thing. Now, this is the shit that I be talking about, and we gonna get into some other shit in a second. But look, this is the shit that I be talking about. Y'all bitches. Let me rewind. I caught myself. Y'all women want a man that is
a nigga
emotionally intelligent, and then as soon as they show you that emotional intelligence,
they're weak.
So then they gotta harden up, but as soon as they harden up, they're inaccessible. So then they go back to being. Y'all seen the vicious cycle y'all be putting us through? Y'all see it? Good.
They don't see it. But speaking about the vicious cycle that women put us through. So, ex-basketball player Joe Smith's wife.
God damn.
Has an OnlyFans account.
Hold on. Let me caveat that. A secret OnlyFans account. Because this man just found out about it.
Yeah, it was a secret.
It was a secret, baby.
So that's another thing that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool, keeping it a secret. So she's already in the wrong for keeping it a secret.
You already one strike in.
But she kept it a secret because she knew that the nigga would say no.
That's two strikes. Because number one, you lied. And number two, you betrayed his trust. That's two strikes already.
Now, my question is, well, you know what? I'll ask that question at the end. But, so that's two strikes, right?
That's two of them.
And she was on It Is What It Is with Cam. And Cam was shooting at her, she was talking about she got a massage business. She do massages. Yeah.
Oh, you might as well go back to the bullpen, baby. It's over. Strike three, you out.
It'd definitely be over.
Strike three, you out. Hey, strike one with me, you out. So that's a better man than me.
Joe, get her out of there, bro.
Get her out of there.
Hold her out. Let Cam fly her out. Let her be Cam problem for a little while.
We as men have to stop ignoring these fucking red flags, bro. We gotta stop ignoring
red flags. Listen, I don't know how long they've been married, right? But the red flag for her was when you met her, she did porn already.
Hello?
Yeah, she's already
Hello?
did porn.
Stupid.
So,
the fuck?
And that was her. And I don't know about if that was her money maker at the time, but you know, I remember some of the movies that she was in. Mm. Like when I seen her face, I was like, oh shit, that's so and so? Right. Like she was buck in the videos that I seen her with. Like I wouldn't have married her at all. Like nigga, if I seen any of the movies that she was in, no, fucking getting pounded out, three niggas.
Shit, oh man,
she was a experienced pornography star. Okay. I think she had been in the game for a while. Like she was back there with the Jada Fires and the Cherokees and shit like that.
Now
like,
see, I ain't throwing no shade at the porn. There's a couple of you porn bitches that I'll knock the fuck off. There's a couple of y'all, and it ain't many of y'all, because a bunch of y'all I don't even be remembering what the fuck y'all look like. But it's like 2 or 3 of you bitches that if I would catch you in public, I'm gonna show you something. Okay. However, to marry one of these bitches, the fuck? Why would you do that? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
The only thing I would say is, you know, once again, you know, to each his own. Who you love is who you love. But my thing is, if we got married and, you know, at that point in time she said she wasn't going to do any porn or I'm done doing it. You got to be done with this shit. Like, all right, I'm done doing porn. It's not, like Adam 22 is, You know, him and his wife is married, and they still do porn. They do porn. I think they do porn together.
That situation is weird.
Yeah, but they do porn together and all type of shit. So once again, that's their thing. But I'm just saying, it's not nothing that's not something that people do. So my thing is, like you say, by her keeping it a secret and stuff like that is what makes it shitty.
That's what make that shit scandalous.
Right. That's
like why you had to.
God damn, not the word scandalous.
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 She's so scandalous.
Scandalous. Yes, this bitch is scandalous for sure. So yeah, her being scandalous. So my thing. So now the question is, we already. So what you think Joe should do? Her husband. You think he cut her off? So
okay. So the nigga in me wants to tell him, get her the fuck out of there. How long they been married?
I don't know.
So here's my thing. I'm a big love advocate. So I would want to see him get to the root of why she felt like she had to hide it from him. Because you knew what type time she was on when you got with her. So at what point did she feel like, first of all, what boundary did you set? Because that plays a lot into all that shit. Like, what boundary did you set? If you didn't set that boundary and then you got mad when she did it, I mean, you really only got yourself to blame because you led her to believe that that shit was acceptable.
All right, so ex-NBA star Joe Smith will not leave his wife Keisha Chavez, despite her filming his reaction when he found out she has a secret OnlyFans account, as she insists he'll come around. So she ain't even saying that she's gonna quit.
So
she's saying he gonna come around.
So this is where shit get deep. Because now you're not even considering my feelings at all.
13 years of marriage.
13 years of marriage, you're not considering my feelings whatsoever. Now, that also kind of depends on their dynamic within their household. I don't know if they be on some jokey shit. I don't know if, like, he's more submissive and she's more dominant or vice versa. There's a lot of shit that comes into play, like, just about, like, the household dynamic when it comes to shit like this.
She looks like a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I say gold digger, I'm not saying she's the gold digger for him, but she looks like the type of woman that, you know, light skinned, pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was probably taking care of her.
You feel like she respects him?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. If she respected him, then she would have told him. Mm-hmm. She would have never did it if she respected him. So, and that in itself, like you said, you probably just need to move on, Joe. But before we talk about Joe moving on, what do you think, in my opinion, OnlyFans? Well, this is the reason that I think he should move on, right? Mm-hmm. OnlyFans, in my opinion, is just another form of prostitution.
Mm.
Do you agree with that?
Literally, I don't. Figuratively, I do. Because literally, there would have to be dick going into pussy for it to be prostitution.
Nope.
No. That's why I said literally. Literally. Now, figuratively, fuck yeah, that's prostitution. Like, bitch, that's my box. Don't be posting them on the internet for everybody to see and pay you a little $20 to see your box all the time. No, that's in my mind, that's prostitution. Logically and by law and all of that other shit that the rest of society cares about, it's technically not. But to me, bitch, you whoring.
Well, by definition, it is prostitution.
How?
Because prostitution is sexual acts that people pay for. It's not sexual intercourse.
But sexual, okay, so when we say sexual acts, right?
That people pay for.
Is that including looking at a naked picture of somebody?
I wouldn't call that a sexual act.
So would it include
I'm thinking like
watching a video of somebody?
Doing sexual stuff?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if we're going by that, then yes, you're correct. I personally, and like I said, this is just me personally, I don't see it as prostitution unless there's, and I understand they're saying a sexual act, but to me, a sexual act constitutes both people being in the same proximity to create the sexual act. But at the same time, I feel what you're saying, because one of these niggas could be watching this bitch play with her pussy and he jerking off. That's a sexual act.
And he's paying.
That's a sexual act. So I definitely see where you're coming from. I feel you.
You know, so in my opinion, and based off, because that's why I looked at the definition. I looked at the definition to see if intercourse was in it. If it was either sexual acts or if it literally had to be intercourse to be prostitution. And it's just sexual acts.
It's just sexual acts.
Anybody pays for any sexual acts is considered prostitution. And then just think about it. If you pick a chick up and be like, yo, you know, let me watch you play with your pussy and I'm gonna pay you for it.
Yeah, that's sexual act.
That's a sexual act.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it.
You ain't gotta be touching the pussy for it to be a sexual act.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying.
It's just digital now.
I see what you're saying.
That
was a digital sexual act.
Yeah. It's just digital now, nigga. So that may be how I'm guessing Joe might be looking at this shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man,
what is he saying about it though? Like, what
he just said he's not leaving her. So that's what he's saying about it, nigga. She said he's gonna come around. And
come around to what?
Come
you
around.
showing your box to everybody? I'm never coming around to that.
I think really what I think it is because if she hasn't been doing the OnlyFans, right? Like we've been married.
She bored. That's what it is.
Either she bored or she broke.
I don't think she broke.
The reason I say broke is I'm not saying that they're broke and they don't have any money, but they.
You said they're broke by their standards.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have the money to just go out and shop like she used to when the nigga was playing ball. You feel me? He's not balling no more. He's ex-NBA. He's not in the NBA no more. So I don't know how them checks is coming. And I don't know what type of investments this nigga made with him.
I guess this is where my brain is alien compared to everybody else's. I don't understand how you've been in marriage for that long and these are still the things that you're looking for. Like you're still looking for fucking, like, it's been 13 years. I still gotta take you on shopping sprees. I still gotta buy you 2 new cars a year. Like, it's been 13 years, bro. You not happy yet?
Well, I feel you. I hear you. But I'm, alright, so this is, in my opinion, how, I don't know how their marriage goes, right? Mm-hmm. But my parents were married for a long time, right? And I did see things like, you know, every, I want to say 10 years, my father got my mother's anniversary ring updated with a new diamond, a bigger diamond. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. I don't know if people really do that shit anymore.
People don't do that shit no more. People don't give a fuck about.
But that's like, yo, I'm alright, nigga, every 10 years I'm about to, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, every 10 years he was, you know, getting better, getting promoted, and getting more money and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing. Better. Because we not progressing together no more. Yeah. Like, that's really what it is. Yo, and this might be controversial to some of y'all, but listen, I'm just going by what I saw be successful. Yo, my great-grandma would be in the crib with the kids, cooking, cleaning, all that other shit. My grandfather was out there busting his fucking ass. I'm talking about busting his fucking ass to make sure everybody in the household had everything that they needed and wanted, period. There ain't nobody in there want for shit. Yo, he would come home. My grandma would pull up as soon as he comes to the door. Boom, hey, how you doing? Give him kids, take his jacket, throw that shit on the coat hook. Fucking take his shoes off, bring him his plate. Kids come jump on him and shit. Don't nobody do that shit no more. Nobody does that no more, and we done moved so away from that example that we now feel like that example is so antiquated and like archaic that it's like, yo, no, I don't want to do that shit. I'm not. This ain't this year or that year.
Right.
But at the same time, back then, marriages was lasting.
Shit was working.
So to me, that means y'all don't want a marriage to last. Because you got a prime example right here that you refuse to follow because you such an independent woman and you can't submit to a man. And when I say submission, I'm not saying that you gotta do everything they need. Real submission should be going both ways. You should be submitting to me and I should be supplying every need that you require. Period. It's a two-way submission. Y'all don't understand that shit. And that's why y'all in the fucked up position that y'all in now.
Well, the submission for us is more sacrifice. Because we have to sacrifice a lot of things to make sure that you guys are happy.
Check it out. If you biblical, and I'm not a biblical nigga, but I know the Bible. Check this out. If you biblical, it says that a wife is supposed to submit to her husband as she does to the Lord. And then it says that a man is supposed to sacrifice and love his wife the way that Christ loves the church. So that means you're supposed to sacrifice everything for your wife. And your wife is supposed to submit to you, but she's only going to give you that submission if you're willing to do that for her. Y'all niggas got the game fucked up. That's why I'm out this bitch right now single. Because y'all done fucked it up.
Well, it's definitely... I'm not going to say y'all fucked it up. Okay, I can't say that.
Saying.
But I am going to say that, it has a lot... once again, I think that it's more so the nuclear family, when they stopped that, and then like you say, women became more independent as back in the day when your grandfather was busting his ass, we could literally get a trade in out of high school and be able to be a plumber, electrician, you know what I'm saying, be able to go home and make a living, a decent living, a good living, if I'm good at what the fuck I do, as well as we had the factory job. We just had a lot of things where, like you said, we went out and bust our ass, we got paid, and it was never enough, but it was more than what it is now. Because right now, niggas is going out, still busting their ass, and they just not, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. And these women are going out, and they busting their ass too, and they shit is double ours. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a nigga with a felony or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a lot of things that, that deter us or that, stop us from growing together like we should. Because, like you said, a lot of us aren't on the same levels. And we was just talking about that, how they would just say, I just seen a post saying that more women own their own, or more women have places to live or own their own homes than men.
Nah, that's what I mean. A lot of these men wasn't even on their own until they got what they wanted.
Exactly. So it's like the first time you actually was out on your own by yourself was when you got this girl who actually had her own house and shit.
And it's crazy.
She moved in.
We stun ourselves so much. Like, I know one of my biggest downfalls that I know that I had before I kind of matured and shit was I didn't know how to be alone. So it was like I left. So I was in a unique position because I joined the Army as soon as I got out of high school. So I was already on my own. So once I got out of the Army, because I had that Army experience, I didn't have the normal experience that everybody would have when they going through their formative adult years. Right. My shit was crazy different. So once I got out, I had to learn everything because the whole world ain't like the Army.
Right, of course.
And I had a real hard time finding a woman who understood that and was willing to be patient with me while I learned to be a civilian. Right. Because I'm 19 years old, I was in there. I don't know how to be a civilian. I've never had that experience. And I just use that as an example because there's a lot of different things that men go through that women aren't always going to understand, and vice versa, but I'm speaking from a man perspective because I'm a man. It's a lot of things that men go through that women just don't understand. And it's a lot of things that we got to hold on our shoulders and carry and smile while we carry it. And it takes a real strong, real dedicated, loyal, and just fucking awesome woman to be able to prop you up while you carrying all that shit. I don't want you to carry it. I just want you to hold my back while I do. That's all I want.
Exactly.
And it's not a lot of women today that are of that mindset because the narrative has been pushed so much that you don't need a man, you can do it on your own, fuck that nigga, all that other shit. And then on the other side of that coin, they wonder why we react the way we react. It's yo, you want me to protect you, but you talk to me like trash. How am I supposed to feel that desire to keep you safe when every time I walk in the door, you tell me why I ain't shit? It don't line up.
Right. No, it don't. It don't. And once again, you made some great points with that, for real. And like I say, I don't just, a lot of it has to do with communication. You know what I'm saying? That's being able to communicate with each other. I think that, like you say, men, we do hold a lot of things in because, like you say, if I show any emotional vulnerability, then now I'm soft. You know what I'm saying? Or now you're looking at me in a different light because, I done broke down and started crying in front of you or something like that or some shit. And you oh, this nigga. You know what I mean?
How he gonna protect me?
Right, but as a man, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna be vulnerable with her. I'm gonna do this.
Swear they want that shit too. That's the shit that be killing me. You told me this is what you wanted. I did it. Now you looking at me crazy. What the fuck? I can't win. God damn.
Half of them don't know what they want.
They don't know.
They don't know what they want. That's why we just gotta do what we do, man. And that's why. A lot of times you be like, all right, so when you're in relationships, you try different shit, right? And when you try different shit, you see like, oh, okay, the relationship didn't work. I think I know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like
you on your trial and error.
Right. Like I think I know what happened. So the next relationship, I ain't do that. Right, I'm not doing that.
But then that one don't work either.
Right.
And you're like, all right, so don't do that or that. Right.
So, flat out, like, all right, that didn't work. All right, so I'll do this one. Yeah, trial and error, nigga, until, like you say, until you find that one that you gonna be like, that you gonna, say, okay, she, okay, she on her shit. All right, I'm fucking with her. She on.
Wait a minute, I told her how I felt and she ain't attacked me? Oh, shit.
Right, she asked me how my day was and shit. She really cared and shit like
that.
She
actually cared?
Look, they out there, for sure.
They out there, but them motherfuckers is elusive.
They're elusive.
They elusive as shit.
They're elusive. They're definitely elusive. And like I say, I think a lot of times people want things, and then when they get it, they don't know how to handle it, or that's not what they wanted. You know what I mean?
They thought they wanted it.
Right, because being with a real man is I ain't gonna say it's boring, but in a lot of ways it's kind of boring.
It's slick boring.
Right, because
we focus. We trying to get to this money so we can take care of you. We trying to make sure you got everything that you need ahead of, and this is one of the things that women gotta understand. We're gonna give you what you need before we give you what you want. So understand that all of your needs are gonna be met first, and then whatever we have left over, now we can work on what you want. But your needs come first, and that's something y'all gotta understand. It's just like, I don't know, bro.
It's like you say, it's they're out there. They're just very elusive.
They definitely out there.
You know what I'm saying? They're just very elusive.
They be hiding.
But communication is the biggest thing, and I think that a lot of what you said today is something that a lot of women definitely needed to hear. And I'm definitely there. I think they'll respect it as well. You know what I mean? The things that you said, and hopefully they help them. You know what I'm saying? With the next man that they meet, or with the relationship that they get into. All I'm ever going to focus on is communication. And when I say that, I mean that, and I see this with a lot of women. You gotta speak up when shit ain't going right. Like if you
can't read your mind.
Right. If you feel some type of way about something, and your man tell you, something or say something a certain type of way, then no, you can't sit on. You don't sit on that and just have it inside. No, you tell that nigga right there, hey nigga, I ain't like that, or no nigga, I ain't feeling that, or no, I ain't like how you treated me when we was here, or I ain't like when you said this, or I ain't like when you said that. Because like I say, I see that most women like to just hold shit in, and then as soon as the man do something, or as soon as the man say something that he don't like about what you doing, now all of a sudden you got 1,000 things to tell this nigga that you don't like about him. But he like, yo, what the fuck? You never told me. We 10, 12 months in, and you never said anything about this shit. I could have been
in month 3.
Right, I could have been rectified all these situations. I could have been taking care of all this shit had you just opened your fucking mouth. But now you sitting back talking about you mad and you upset at all this shit that really ain't no issue to me because I didn't know about this shit. You feel me? But they're issues to you because you just been holding this shit in. So in my opinion, man, just communication is gonna always be the biggest issue with a lot of these women. And I don't know why they don't know how to communicate. I guess maybe because they didn't get talked to when they was young or whatever the case may be. I know that I talk to my daughter. Like I talk to my daughter a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk, I ain't gonna say we talk every day, but we probably talk once or twice a week. You know what I mean? So, and when I talk to her, I just talk about, life, and, she asks me questions about certain shit. We talk about certain things, but I think that's, I think maybe a lot of women didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? A man to talk to, that you could be, and you can say whatever, because that's part, of having a father around and having a dad that you can talk to and say, and go to and be like, and be comfortable as a woman talking to a man. Because I just think that maybe some women just feel like they're not comfortable talking to a man about certain shit or about how they feel. And it's like, the fuck, we're together. Like, I should be the only person you are talking to about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you hold it in because, I don't want to hear his mouth. I've heard bitches say that. I don't want to. I heard women say. I've heard women say that. I don't want. I ain't saying that because I ain't want to hear his mouth. What the fuck you mean? Like, no, you got to say something. Yeah, you gonna hear his mouth, but once you done hearing his mouth, let's get to the resolution.
Right.
Because you gonna always hear a motherfucker's mouth. A nigga gonna always hear a chick mouth if he got some shit to say. Just like a woman gonna always hear a nigga mouth if you got some shit to say. We all gonna hear each other. All right. But once we hear each other, let's work towards a resolution. Let's not just keep talking in fucking circles. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that's a lot of times we get caught up in that, just talking about the same shit over and over again, but nobody's talking about all right, well, how are we gonna fix this? Right. And we don't talk about how we gonna fix this because a lot of times how we gonna fix this is, bitch, I gotta go. We gotta break up.
Bitch, I'm out.
Niggas don't want to have that conversation.
They don't want to have that
right now we arguing but really, this argument really means that this shit ain't working.
This is the last straw.
Right, like this shit ain't working. Somebody gotta go.
You know what's crazy to me? I feel like a lot of that kind of boils down to like kind of a mix of like fear and insecurity, because a lot of people feel like they're not doing enough to keep the person that they're with. So if they start complaining, then the person that they're with is gonna be like, the fuck am I even doing this for? I know I've been in the situation where I done had some bad bitches. I don't know how I pulled this bitch. Like, I have no idea why this woman is with me. So I'm like, I'm not telling this bitch shit. Keep your ass right here.
I'm gonna say mysterious.
Yo, bad ass. I ain't telling you nothing. Oh, you wanna do that? Go ahead. Got it. Just come back and give me the ass.
Well, man, basically, so I think that's to wrap it up today. But I think that was a great conversation, man. Like I say, I love black women, and you know, we definitely have a lot of things to work on as black men. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I don't know how much time we got left. Did you see the Charleston White interview?
He did another one recent?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that next week.
Next pod, we on that.
We're gonna talk about that next pod because he literally talks about the effects of a father not being in the home, right? And he really hits
my
some
lane.
shit.
He
really says some things that I never even thought about until he said them. I'm like, damn, that he making a lot of motherfucking sense. You know, Charleston White is like, he's either extreme on one here or one here. You know what I mean? Like, so
remember we was having a conversation about like and this was a while ago. This was a few months back, I think. And we was having a conversation about like fathers being in the home and like how they dropped off the drugs and guns and shit in the hood and all that shit like that. That kind of feeds into what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like I said, I always make sure I take responsibility for the men as well, because we ain't perfect. There's a lot of deadbeat ass niggas out there who can step the fuck up and do something, find some resources, shit. Nigga, you could email me. I got resources for you, shit. We can try to make something happen. We need to get out here and start taking care of our motherfucker. We gotta start taking care of our kids, period.
Yo, we gotta all start taking care of each other.
Definitely take care of each other.
If I take care of you and you take care of me, I'll be able to take care of the kids better. We gotta start taking care of each other, man. It takes a village. That's what they used to tell us. It takes a village. And I'm telling you, these kids don't have a village anymore. We gotta get back to having these villages. All right, we gotta get back to having these villages. But where can they find you at, man? Yo, MG Pro Audio 58 on Instagram. Official King Music on SoundCloud. Y'all know how I'm coming. I got some hot shit coming for y'all. Not my shit, but somebody else's shit that I'm mixing and mastering. It's gonna fuck y'all up coming in March. I can't tell y'all who it is. Bang. It's NDAs on that shit. Bang. Coming in March. Here we come.
We coming. And you know what it is, SOE Cash Cow, man. Make sure to follow us. Make sure to follow us at Acquired Taste Media. Make sure you click the link in the bio. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. We appreciate the love. Peace.